I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mike 47. Yo. Check. All 52. Check. 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand.
319. 47's the mic. I got him. Big Dan. Go. Under 10. 10. Watch that. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Check your hot read. Over. Roy.
Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
47. Check. 47. Coming to you. Check nickel. 56. I got it.
On second down now, it's Thomas, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground, this time to Charles. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 28. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. The first down carry here for Charles. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Charles. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, here's Camaro. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. Check middle. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 13, check 13. 47's the mic. 47. Middle.
Here's Allen to throw it. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Off. Tell the engine. Watch the slant.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Charles. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Motion, motion, motion. Regular, 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 regular. 407's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Half, 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 half. Kill, kill, kill. Check 37, check 37. Bang, 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 bang. Swiss. On 52. Check.
On 2nd down now. It's Thomas, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Mike Brown, 80. Mike front forward. Go, go, go. Done. Hey, exit. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike 54. Pass 85. Pass 85. Hey, Charlie. Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Finding room at the 30, and able to find Alan Lazard. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. We go. Check. Alert. Go.
They run with Thomas. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is Thomas. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check 9. Joker. Check 3.
On third down, Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
They run. Charles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Here's Charles. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards on the ground. They'll run on first down. Charles. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Right here. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Charles. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
To the air, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
A final shot before half for Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Able to find Harris, complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right.
You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
19.
Mike 47.
Not here.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Done.
26, check 26.
Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion.
All 52. We go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Don't get nervous. Come on, come on, come on.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Monday.
Kill. Check.
I got it.
He's checking. Crack. Undercut.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Middle.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
47's the mic, 47's the mic.
Alert.
Pick it up.
Mike's 47.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Kill. Turn up.
Monday.
Hey, Haywood.
47 mic, 47 mic. Mike, 47.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
47's the mic. 47.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Allen. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They begin the drive with Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Jones. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
On the set. 45's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Charles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
Now Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready? 44.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keep it
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big play there for Carolina. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Alert! Check 31, check 31. Hatchet. Slam. Go. Check 49, check 49. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13, Jones, and he will find his man on the outside.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jones now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Charles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans! In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything.